everyone. Welcome to the THZTV show. My name's Chris. This is my bro E.
How's she going?
Yeah, go Cowboys. Yeah, big win.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 36. Yeah, congrats on the Cowboys first, I guess, before we get into the episode.
Been waiting 13 years for that, so hopefully the pressure's off them a little bit. They're going down to play the old fella there in Minnesota. Should be quite a game.
Yeah.
Should be interesting. I know the number 94 is going to be all over him, so I hope he gets his rest this week and he's ready to go.
Well, I think you guys got a shot against the Vikings, so it'll be interesting to see. So good luck. So anyway, into today's episode, we thought start a little series here. We're going to do a series on who is your favorite team and why. So we thought we'd do the first one on us. Most of you who have watched the show know that we're big fans of I'm a fan of the Montreal Canadiens and Adrian's a fan of the Boston Bruins. So it creates a nice rivalry. And actually one of our first shows we ever did, we talked about some of our favorite moments between the Bruins and Habs. But today's episode, we're going to talk about why we're fans of those teams and who are our favorite players in those teams. So I'll let you start, I guess, first, Adrian. Why are you a fan of the Boston Bruins?
Well, I think I originally started out as a Quebec Nordiques fan back in the day. And then I think
Dale Hunter and...
I hate to say it, but for about 2 days I liked the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
Pete Carboneau was my favorite player.
Yeah,
artist. I don't know, I think I
must
have been drinking too much back then or something. But and then for some reason I jumped on with the Bruins. I think it was because the rivalry was just heating up between the Canadiens. You like the Canadiens, so I had to go against you just to prove, just to prove my worth, I guess.
Yeah,
I really like their players. I mean, like growing up when I was younger, I guess like Cam Neely was just in here.
Left gets it again. He's in. He scores! Cam Neely!
And Ray Bork and Andy Moog, like all the good old boys, even a little bit before that maybe, but
Neely scored the odd goal against the Habs there.
Yeah, so I never say I hate anything, but I despise Patrick Waugh back in those days. And just looking at the clips of Cam scoring from right over the blue line a couple times, a couple slap shots getting through, like it's pretty fun to watch. So I've been a hardcore Bruins fan ever since. Still to this day. I mean, some of my favorite players are the Bruins now, but that's why I became
a Bruins fan. And you still think the Habs are the most annoying fans?
The Habs suck.
You hate the Habs guts, right? Basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
So it creates a nice little rivalry between us anyway. So I guess why I became a Habs fan. I've been a Habs fan since 1979, I guess.
Is that when Dad dropped you on your head?
Yeah, I think Dad dropped me on the head down the stairs there. But no, it was 79 New Year's Eve. Now, there's always been talk about that one of the greatest games ever played in 75 between the Habs and the Soviet Union or the Red Army. I was obviously a little too young for that.
Soviet title holders, the opportunity to meet tradition square on. That in the person of the Montreal Canadiens and the Montreal Form.
That game, I was only 3, so I didn't see much of that, but I've gone back and looked at some of that, and that was pretty interesting.
Here's Cornwallis to Lafleur. He rips the shot just wide. A boost in from the net. Cornwallis goal!
To see, but 79, it was New Year's Eve. Grandmother was taking care of us, babysitting. I was 7 at the time, watching Montreal against Russia again.
4 then.
Yeah, you were 4. Yeah. So it was a replay almost of 75, only the game wasn't as great, but the Russians came in basically with the team that won them the championship, the national or world championships. They had a really solid team. It was like an all-star team.
Players.
Yeah, Makarov was a rookie then, and Fetisov. Yeah. So they were solid, and they walked over a couple of the NHL teams that they already played in 79, and they came into Montreal, and Montreal won the Cup the year before, but they weren't that good the next year. They weren't having a good season. And it was expected that they were going to get walked over, and they actually won the game 4-2. Bob Gainey was a star of that game, defensively and offensively. So that game, from that point on, thanks to Grammy, I've been a Habs fan since 1979. I've never changed, and I'll always be a Habs fan. So go Habs, go. So now we know who our favorite teams are and why. So, who is your favorite player or favorite Bruins player, I guess?
Well, same thing, but without a doubt, Cam Neely has always been my favorite player from the time I was younger.
Even I like Cam Neely.
Yeah, how could you not? Really? He was pretty classy. He was never he never did anything dirty. Really, I don't think. Like he was a stand-up guy. Fought once in a while. He was a good player. Like
hit,
worked his butt off. Yeah, Cam Neely, just the way he played every night. Like it's unfortunate his career kind of got cut short, but one of the most lopsided trades ever in NHL history. Him coming to Boston for Barry Peterson, I think it was.
It's a solid trade. Was Chiarelli there then too?
I don't know. Maybe he was in the background there somewhere. But anyway, just I love the way he played. He still shows the emotion up in the owners or in the general manager's box these days, and whatever vice president of hockey I think he is. Or he loves the game. He would do anything to win for his teammates, and he was a great leader and a great player.
So, are you done there with Cam? Is that enough? Enough Cam for now. Everyone always asks me who's your favorite player, and even today I don't have a favorite player anymore. I guess it just I don't. I like a lot of players out there, but it always goes back to Guy Lafleur. Him streaking down the wing. Smoking cigarettes. I don't know why. Even afterwards, all the things he's done, he's not the typical person that I would like. But it always goes back to Guy Lafleur. He could score goals. He was, the big star in the Habs in the '70s and early '80s.
Flashy, wasn't he?
Oh, just flash and dash. Probably the worst defensive player ever, and I was like a stay-at-home defenseman. But it always comes back to Guy Lafleur for some reason, and just loved his hair. I guess probably was what I liked the most about it, streaking down the wing. And it was always when you saw him winding up in his own end, coming down that right side,
he could get
slap shot there. Oh, that game! I mean, he scored the winner. I don't know what year it was against the Bruins. I think we used that. Yeah.
Overtime? Or?
Was that 79 overtime?
Tied up.
Yeah, or whatever it was. Yeah, the tying goal. Yeah, anyway, Guy Lafleur, man, thanks for the memories. So that pretty much wraps it for today. If you're a Habs fan or a Bruins fan, please feel free to leave your comments on why you like the Habs or the Bruins in the comments section. And also, we're going to be doing, as mentioned, it's a kind of a series, so we're going to be interviewing other people on why they like their team. So up next, for the next episode, we're going to do Justin Kendrick from the Hockey Card Show, who is a huge Leafs fan, and he's going to share with us why he loves the Leafs. So
he's got some good answers.
Yeah. So anyway, take care. Keep your stick on the ice.
Take care, everybody.